So we have some inclement weather coming in. Supposed to have like some tornado watches today. I'm gonna say I have my copy out here though. Hey everybody, who's on here? Hello, who's on here? What's up? Got some coffee out here this morning. We're having some inclement weather today. What's up, everybody? Got some. Got some. A little bit of weather coming in today, By God. Yeah. By God. We've had some pretty intense weather out here in Georgia lately, and we had a tornado warning like 2 days ago. I guess there was a tornado that actually touched down about 28 minutes from here. But it's raining today. I don't know if you can see the rain or hear the rain. It's pretty rainy today, though. I'm waiting for a call back from a job today. Did the drug test. I did a drug test on Friday. I need to grab some butcher block stuff. Um, if you guys watch my channel, you know we bought this kitchen island last night and like a baker's cart, and I want to sand those both down today while I'm waiting on this job to follow through, and then get those stained up with some butcher block oil. I actually like this wax stuff that they have. It's just really good. I think the live streams are paying off a bit, though. I'm getting definitely more watch hours, and it's like accumulating watch hours, so that's kind of cool. Actually, I think we're gonna get a freeze warning tonight. Oh, there's no one up here. Just talking to myself. Hey, what up? Just chilling on the front porch, contemplating my day. A little gloomy today, so it's kind of hard to get up. I also didn't sleep that great last night. So yeah. I got a couple projects I want to work on today. Papa Joe, Papa Joe. Are there people watching this right now? 0, 0, 0, 0. What up? No one's watching, huh? Anyways. Anyways. Keep bringing up these chairs, you know. Well, this is like the weather today. It's dark. Dark and gloomy. Dark and gloomy today. I bought a new orbital sander from Lowe's because I got some sanding projects I want to do. Like there's a couple tables and stuff I want to sand up, make look nice. Make look nice. Yeah, there's a couple of tables I want to redo and make look a little bit better. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. You look like a big poop. Good morning to you. It's raining hard out here right now. But yeah, I got some little projects I want to work on today. I'm gonna sand down that new kitchen island we got and the little bar cart. Make those look at least similar, I think. And then we're trying to match. Like, okay, we buy all our furniture used and shit because we're frugal. But we want things to match somewhat. So when you buy shit used, you have to usually either paint or stain them to make them look all similar. And so that's what we'll be doing. It's raining pretty hard right now. Where's all my people at, man? Where's all my peeps? All my peeps are asleep. Yeah, anywho, I'm gonna get this project going today. I might just like kind of live stream the whole project. It's gonna be a lot of sanding and stuff, but I think it'll be cool. So I'm gonna get the second cup of coffee down my gullet. I think if I got to a point where I was making like $500 a week from YouTube, I think I would not work a normal job for a while. Cause like, imagine you're making $500 a week from YouTube. I mean, if you got to that level, you're doing pretty well, and you're gonna have potential to earn more as the channel goes and builds and gets bigger. And so, I think that's kind of cool. Let it all hang out. Let it all hang out. I've been having dreams lately, but I feel like they're like short videos. I don't know if anyone's ever watched YouTube so much where you get like, you start, you know, like you dream in shorts that are like 20 to 30 seconds long. Over and over and over and over. I gotta look for some butcher block oil. I found this like beeswax stuff out in Washington State. It was awesome. I don't know if it would work out here. I don't know what kind of products they have out here, but the other cool thing out here is spring has sprung. It's spring. We're actually gonna get a freeze. We're supposed to get freezing tonight, but boy, do I wish though sometimes that my channel would get like my these live streams would get rocking. You know, that'd be kind of cool. You ain't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. So let's get that card outside because we're gonna stain that up today. The only time I may end the live stream is when I have to go get some butcher block oil or something. I should probably grab my charger too. But yeah, bear with me. I'm gonna grab my charger. That way you guys can stay connection. You guys can stay connection. We're gonna do some sanding on this top cart thingy. Awesome. If you want some, we'll buy some. If you need some. What's up? Oh shit, everyone's on here. Annie, how you doing? Drinking coffee, I guess. I don't see a tornado, just your beautiful car. Oh, hey. Well, we had a tornado warning last night. And it's kind of crazy, but I thought I'd be live. What in the hell just happened to this thing? Dudes, I gotta get a new phone, man. Like, this thing is what the hell is the problem right now, dude? It's like, I'll just have to leave it on the screen for now. But, alright, we got a new little sander. Do people like sanding stuff? It's like $40. It's a Black & Decker. I just wanted something cheap. That's all we needed. But it's got a pretty long cord. Obviously, they make the ones that are, like, portable now, but these are like the older school ones where you have to like actually put the paper on them. Which I prefer this style over the other style. A 120 grit, damn dude. I don't need a 120 grit. All right, so this is the cart we bought. Why is this? Why is this pissing me off right now, people? Explain it to me. And why can't I back out of this? Man, ain't that some shit? Am I right? All right, let's see if this view is any better. Not really, huh? Did I put this on? Oh. Alright, we're gonna do, I bought some 180 grit. I didn't want to buy, like, too smooth of a grit, because I didn't want to spend all day sanding this stuff. But the way you take these sheets, fold them, you rip them. You can fold them into fours, or you could just fold them into twos. And then you fold them again. Then you can put them on your little sandy. I like these old school click style ones. I've always used these, so I just like this. I like how they work, you know. A little too short, huh? Okay. Did they change up? Paper? I mean, less paper for your butt nowadays, huh? Okay, well that's interesting. Let's get one that's a little bit bigger, I guess. It's all a learning process, everybody. Oh, this one's nice though. It's got a push top on it. It's all a learning experience, am I right? Alright, I think that'll work. Try it. We're gonna plug it into our new table here. Nice. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so what we're going for here is we're trying to get, I can't flip the screen, it won't let me anymore, but we're trying to get these little imperfections out. They had some staining on this at some point, but I'm almost positive they never like sealed this. I think they were supposed to seal it when they bought it, but they never did. And so I'm going to butcher block this later, and well, that's what we're doing. So see if I can. Ooh, there we go. We're good. Everyone in the house is good. Let me see. I'm trying to get you guys the best possible view for this project today. See how that looks. Oh, that's not bad. Can you see the top of it? It's like a little, like, it has some stains and stuff, and there's like, there's a roughness to it that I don't really like, and so I want to get all that out. I think the first step is we're going to get this stain right here out and just see how deep it goes. Yeah, it looks like that stain's coming out, so that's kind of cool. Stain's coming out, so that's nice. And then it's gonna take a little more sanding to get it fully out, but dang, it is already like way smoother. Like I said, I don't think anyone ever actually finished this. That's already looking really good. Still haven't got that stain out yet, but getting close. I might have to use something slightly more aggressive on it. I just don't want to create a... Let's try the 120, and then we'll finish it off with the 180. Let's run over this edge. Sure. So it matches a little bit. We don't want it not to match. all this dust in my coffee. It's gonna suck. So yeah, we're gonna try to run an over with a 120 now. Can you guys see me? We're gonna try to do 120 now. See if we can get this stain down. It's only got the one stain that's real heavy on it. And I want to put a new coating of butcher block on it. We're going to do a 120 grit over this whole section right here. This whole section again. Gonna knock it down to a 120 grit, and then we'll knock it down to a 120 grit, and then we'll see if that stain's still there. spank it. Got to spank it.
Alright, well. We're gonna dust all over the car. Car needs a wash anyway, it's not a big deal. But yeah, so what's up, random memes? How's it going? I'm just trying to sand this table and get this stain out. Now it's got a hump in it right here. It's getting better. Let's see if we can pop that, see if we can pop the grain on that. What you can do is sometimes you can lay like a superheated rag on it. It's not bad now. Actually, we might just keep sanding it. So I had to sand pretty aggressive to get that that stain out, and now there's like a little divot there. You can sometimes add heat to it and bring it back up to the surface level. It's like right here. Oh yeah, looking good, eh? Got a little unplugged there. Yeah, she's nice and flat now. So now, I think what we're gonna do is, now that we got most of the stains out, and this is gonna end up being a little more auburn colored when you use the, it's like a beeswax butcher block stuff. It's like a beeswax product, and so no one wants to listen to it. It's like a beeswax based product, so it'll turn it a little more auburn colored, which I think would look good. And it's like the more coats you put on, the longer, the darker it get over time, you know. And so now, what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna pop the grain on this thing. Just a little bit of damp water. Okay, we're gonna pop the grain on this cart. This is a butcher block top. And this will kind of give me an idea if those stains are truly out or not. Oh yeah, I think I got them most of the way out. So that'll look good. Yeah, I think the person who bought this was supposed to seal it when they bought it, maybe with like some sort of coat of something, and they just never did. But after popping the grain, it's pretty good. I'm going to do a 180 grit over the whole top surface one more time. But then I got one more thing to sand down, and that's that baker's cart rack top. We're going to sand that down and put a new coating on it as well. We want some of the things in our house to match. only maybe imperfection I see is right here, but I think that's going to be handled with the 180 grit I was using originally. And also when you pop the grain like that, it makes your final sand like super smooth. And that's kind of what we're going for. Super smooth. No one's even watching this, huh? Just talking to myself here. If anyone is watching, who is watching? Random memes. What's up? Alright, we're gonna run over the whole thing one more time with this 180. Maybe what we'll do is a new 180. Because this one's got some, that 180's got some crap on it. So yeah, we're going to go over the surface one more time with the 180 grit. And then this is pretty much ready for butcher block oil. Obviously you want to let it dry out and chill for a minute. I don't have the butcher block stuff anyways. I gotta go grab some. I also want to look up what product I used last time, because we used this stuff. It's kind of like a beeswax base, and it ended up being really nice. And it smelled really nice. This keeps popping off, man. That's some shit. Ain't that some shit? Am I right? I do like this kind, but sometimes they're a little finicky. Alright, so we're going to go over the whole surface one more time with 180 grit. And this one will basically be done and ready for butcher block coat. If I can ever get this shit to stay on. I don't know. I think they might have made these pads bigger, which is kind of weird. I mean, this used to never have a problem with these before. Doesn't help that I keep pushing it every time I try to put it on. We're gonna get this. I don't care how long it takes, we'll get this. Cool. I think that's it, boys and girls. I think that might be it. Alright, well. I'm done with fucking with that thing. We're gonna make one of these this a little bit bigger. I'm gonna make a pad that's bigger because I'm tired of messing with this thing right now. Did they make sanding pads bigger? You usually be able to cut these into fours, these sheets. I guess I made these bigger. Well, wants to play around, we'll put a mega sheet on it. How about that? Mega sheet. There we go. That ain't coming off anytime soon. All right. Well, I think that might be good for a butcher block coat. I was able to get, there's some heavy duty stains right here. You can barely see them now. But this, when I stain this, it'll, I say stain, but it's butcher block oil because it's food safe. It'll darken to a point where you won't see really any imperfections. Like this right now just kind of looks like these little knots over here, which isn't, which is real. So yeah, it'll get a beeswax coat on it, like probably 2 or 3 beeswax coats, and it'll change the tone of it a little bit, which will be nice. And now we got to go get the other piece that we're going to be doing. I'm going to let this charge while I do this. I'm going to let this charge for a bit longer. That way I can set up the camera in a different orientation for you guys. Okay, and so this is going to be the other piece. This one we're going to want to look, we want it to look just like this one. And so we're going to sand this one down as well because we'll put a butcher block coat on at the same time. I actually think these are the same type of wood. From looking at it in the grain pattern, how they did the joinery, it looks like the exact same wood. I'm not going to sand it on the actual cart just because I don't want to scratch this surface or like dent it. And so this, I'm going to push this aside. Oh man. I'm going to push this one aside. And we're going to sand this one from the top over here. Yeah, we're going to sand this one from the top. That way you guys get a top view of it. What's up, Gunner? How you doing, man? I don't know if you saw my videos from yesterday, but we bought this kitchen island, which is super nice, but it had a couple stains on the top, and so I'm fixing those. I gave this a really nice sand down. I gave this whole thing a really nice sand. I did 120, then I finished it off with 180, and I popped the grain on it, and then I sanded it some more. And then we bought, this goes to that other piece we bought, which is like a bar cart. I'm going to sand this one down because when I say stain, when I beeswax butcher block this one, I want this one to look exactly the same. And so that's what I'm working on right now today. And I think I might move you, let's see how much charge, 25%. You might see my backside view, but it ain't bad, you know what I'm saying? It ain't bad. You see what I'm doing? This table, the brown table underneath that I picked up for free, it's kind of plugins in it. It's got plugs in it. It's got everything you need to like make it a work tool. So first, I think we're gonna go over it with 120 to get down the color down real quick. This has probably got. It's either got a stain. Ow. It's either got a stain or got butcher block on top. So we want to knock that off. And then we'll finish her off with a 180 grit. And then what I'll do is later I'll run to the store and get some beeswax. I'll go get some beeswax. Some beeswax butcher block oil. And we'll put a coating on it. You might get some really intense rain here shortly. I'll be right back. I'm gonna see if the sand is bothering the lady. Alright, she said the sanding wasn't too loud, so we're going to keep sanding out here. This one has a coating on it. I think it's probably polyurethane or something. So we're going to sand that off.
Good news is that sands down really quickly. So, what's up, Luna? Lumi, sorry, Lumi. What's up? Just sanding this down. We're trying to match. We're trying to match this new cart we bought to the kitchen island we bought yesterday. If you watched the video, you can see it. But I need to get these as close in color as possible, just so we have some, some like looks good, you know. That's looking good. Hey.
definitely got like a little more reddish hues to it, but I don't think that it's going to be an issue. What we'll do is we'll do like one light coat on this. And it's definitely got a little, like a hinge of lighter color to it. Lighter. Woo! Dusty. Who's all on here right now? Random memes. Alright, so we're looking good. It's definitely two types of wood. I feel like I've sanded this one down pretty well by now. And so this color, this is probably more, this is more of like a pine top probably, or oak, of white oak of some kind. And then this is more of like a red oak. But I think we'll be able to get them pretty close in color. We'll never be able to get them 100%, but as of right now, they were way off, so. So other than running, I'm gonna run over the smaller board one more time with like 180 grit just to get any kind of imperfections out, and then this is pretty much ready for staining. Obviously, I'm gonna clean up my area. So let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and run over it one more time with 180, the small piece, and just have it done. And then I think I'm gonna run to the Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever and get some butcher block oil. Where's my big sheet, huh? Ooh. It's crazy how many sanding projects I have all of a sudden. Because our dining room table, when we bought that, it's an older table from like the 60s, 50s, 60s, and it has already lost its like polyurethane top coat. It's like a oak table. And so that would be really easy to sand down, like really quick. And then once that's sanded, I can stain it. I'm gonna do that one like a gray kind of whitewash look. And then maybe some end tables the same. That way we kind of have a similar theme throughout. Well, let's get this one sanded with some 180. Created a damn dust storm out here. It's okay. Alright, yeah, we're gonna sand this one more time with some 180 grit, and then these two tables will be ready. That was my project for now. I might try to fix our bed later today. I swear they made these. I swear they made these things smaller, dude. Like the actual. Either they made the sheet of sandpaper smaller, or they made either made the sheet of sandpaper smaller, or they made the fucking actual pad smaller than they used to be. So we're going to use another big piece to get it going, you know. Let's try. So this piece works. Let's do this one. About there. That should be a little bit bigger. Just big enough, I say. Am I right? I'll get this project done too, because I live in an older neighborhood of retirees. know these live streams aren't the funnest watching someone sand, but I don't know. I find sand quite enjoyable. Sanding, you know, it's very relaxing. Honestly, that might be pretty good. This will kind of what it'll be looking like once I put a coat of oil on it. I just want to make sure there's no, like, this one has like some glue joints on it that don't look the best. Not wet. There's one right here that I'm going to try to get rid of because it's just kind of ugly. Pop that green a little bit. And then give this one more quick sand. Is there anyone watching this right now? No. Alright, I think that will be good enough to put a couple coats of butcher block on. And the end result, it should be super smooth. Yeah, okay, I like it. Yeah, I think once that dries, we'll take a nice coat of butcher block, and it should look good compared to the other one, which would be cool. I made a terrible mess out here though. This has a filter on it, but it doesn't seem to like do what it needed to do. Well, I think I'm gonna leave these outside while I run and get some butcher block oil, or I haven't decided what kind I'm gonna get yet. But, something. I got a ton more sandpaper for. I got a couple more table projects I want to work on at some point. So but for now, I think I'm done with this sander. I'll put this away. We took some dirt off. There's a whole filter's completely full. And so next step is I'm gonna run. I just gotta run to like a Home Depot or a Lowe's and get some butcher block oil. I don't even know where I got the other stuff from. It might have been an Ace product. I can't remember. And then I gotta do some hardcore dusting out here. Yeah, but I'm gonna say this one's probably white oak. This is probably white oak, and the other one is like a reddish oak. I might go ahead and sand this edge down. It needs to be sanded a little bit. I mean, maybe this had a coating on it at one point. It's possible, but it definitely failed. And that's what you gotta understand it. I might go get that butcher block oil right now because we're gonna we got some meals coming, so we're gonna probably cook a meal on this guy tonight. And if you get them stained within a certain time frame, if you get them, if I get it stained in the next hour or so, we can use it tonight. So I'll probably get ready for that, get dressed and get ready for that. Probably gonna hit the Goodwill up. Alright. I gotta go put some shoes on. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna run out, get some butcher block oil, and get these stained. Let's get these radiuses sanded real quick while I'm here. Ooh. Four radiuses we're gonna sand too. There's one here. Just random memes. Hey, what's up? What's up, person who's watching? Hey. Kind of in a random live stream, but I'm trying to do more live streams, guys, so I can get more watch hours. Tired of being not monetized on YouTube. I'm ready to be monetized. You probably won't ever see these really, but I don't feel satisfied unless I at least get my little stuff done, you know? Alright. Alright, so that sanding project is pretty much donezo. We're going to I'm gonna run and get some butcher block. Want to run and get some butcher block. I'm gonna stain those. Huh, there's some weird spots on that one. Huh. Might just be green pattern or something. Yeah, this do seem slightly thicker in the area, so I'll have to check that out because I don't like that. I don't know if you can see it, but like in the shadow there on that board, there's a couple little weird spots. I might have to go down a little further in sand just so they don't pop up. But I'm gonna go get the butcher block stuff because we're gonna need it for later. Better go get that now. Thanks everybody who watched and commented. I appreciate it.